Hi, I'm Patty. Welcome to More Noble. I've got the TV on behind me. This is Pastor Jack Hibbs of Calvary Chapel, Chino Hills. His heart is really broken for our country. And can you blame him? Look at all the things that are going on. So he's called everybody together to pray, whether you go to his church or not. I don't, so I'm here in my living room. My son was here earlier and we were crying out to God to heal our land. Do you see what's going on? I really hope you all don't get caught up in what the news has to say and what social media has to say. Do you see what is happening to our country? Do you see there's lawlessness everywhere? Division. People are hating each other. They're calling good evil and evil good. We need to pray for our land. And while all this chaos is going on, the leaders in our country behind the scenes are even trying to pass laws that are so ungodly. Would you join me and in your own time pray for our country, please? I want to read to you from Matthew 24, and I encourage you to go read this too. And Jesus is talking about, his disciples said, tell us when all this will happen, what sign will signal your return and the end of the world. And Jesus told them, don't let anyone mislead you, for many will come in my name, claiming I am the Messiah. They will deceive many, and you will hear of wars and threats of wars, but don't panic. Yes, these things must take place, but the end won't follow immediately. Nation will go to war against nation and kingdom against kingdom. There will be famines and earthquakes in many parts of the world. But all this is only the first of the birth pains, with more to come. A lot of this has already happened and is still happening all over the world. If you start investigating, you'll see, yes, there's earthquakes, yes, there's wars or rumors of wars, all these things. And then it talks about Christians too. It says, then you will be arrested, persecuted, and killed. You will be hated all over the world because you are my followers. That's already been happening, but it's growing more and more here. And many will turn away from me and betray and hate each other. And many false prophets will appear and deceive many people. Sin will be rampant everywhere, and the love of many will grow cold. That's what I really want to talk to you about. It says, sin will be rampant everywhere, and the love of many will grow cold. I'm reading from the New Living Translation. And the love of many will grow cold. You know, us as Christians, we can get caught up in all this that's going on there. And before you know it, our love is growing cold. You know, I was telling my son earlier to make sure that he stays close to the Lord and in the Word and not be so caught up in the news and in social media and what's going on with that. And I take an example of like a piece of coal when it's in the fire, right? And you take it out of the fire, it glows, and if you touch it, it's hot and people can see it for a long time. But over time, what happens? The longer it's away from the fire, it gets colder, right? And then you can't see it anymore. And then it's cold. But you put the coal back in the fire and let it be there, and then it gets hot again, right? And shiny. That's what we need to be like. When we get away from the Lord too long, we get like the coal. And then before you know it, we look like everybody else. And we're cold. And we're of no good. So we need to stay close to the Lord and be in His Word and being used for Him, for His glory in this world. Sin will be rampant everywhere, and the love of many will grow cold. But the one who endures to the end will be saved. Are you going to be able to endure to the end? I want to encourage you to rise up and be a light that's shining in the darkness to this dark world. The church has an opportunity now to be a light because the world is very dark. Don't join in with the darkness. Be a light for Christ. Go and share the gospel with people. Don't fight among each other. Forgive. Stand for righteousness. Don't give in to fear or worry. It's time for the church to be the church. And I really pray that you will get on your knees and pray for our nation, just like Pastor Jack had us doing here tonight. And I hope you join me next time. And please be praying. Pray for our nation, because it just seems like it's going down. But just like when Jonah went to Nineveh, God changed. You saw what God did to the people in Nineveh. There was revival there. They turned, they repented to the Lord, and they were healed. Pray that God will do that with us, with our country, for those who don't know him. See you next time. Bye.